Hi, I'm Teryl with Teryl Loy Enterprises, and our specialty is our templates, but we also have created a lot of confusion because we produce two sizes of templates, the 1/4 inch thickness and the 3/8 thickness. So I want to just do a real quick demonstration here of how you can determine which size is the best fit for your machine. And that would include a domestic quilting machine as well. So what you need to do is to verify if you have the right amount of clearance around your foot to handle the 3/8 or the 1/4 inch template. To do that, you need to have fabric loaded because of course the fabric takes up some of your space. That's fabric with batting, of course. We put the needle in the down position because that will put the hopping foot in its lowest position. And then you just run the ruler or the template around the foot and see if you have any interference. There are some machines that have a screw coming out at a particular place, or the particular shape of the arm of the foot that's holding the foot on is such that it gets in the way for some rulers. So this is a 1/4 inch right here, and as you can see, it works fine. It works fine on most machines, and it works fine on domestic machines with a high shank. On the low shank machines, some of them do have interference problems, but most machines out there can handle a 1/4 inch thickness. This is our 3/8 inch thickness. So again, you would run it around here, but right now you probably don't have a 3/8 inch template to test your machine with. So here's what I suggest. Go grab three of your rotary cutting tools that you use for piecing. They are 1/8 inch. And so 3 of them will approximately come to 3/8. See, if I line these up, I can feel a slight difference in height that even stacking 3 of these that are supposed to be 1/8 of an inch each don't quite add up to this. So this is just giving you a rough idea. But if you took those 3 and you ran those around your foot, just as if they were one unit, you'll get a good feel for whether or not you have clearance to handle 3/8 of an inch. Additionally, what we did do, if you find that you're in the back side of your machine, you're just a hair short, you almost have clearance, but just not quite, we have chamfered or beveled the top lips of our rulers so that when they are behind the machine, you get a little bit more clearance. So if you can generally fit this around and just have maybe a hair or two less clearance than you would have liked, don't forget you'll get the benefit of our chamfer. Okay, so that is part of that. So as you can see, this is an ANOVA, this is the ruler foot, and the 3/8 works just great. I do want to also, though, talk about the width. Now, some of our rulers have slots. So now we're worried about the diameter of your foot. We have 2 different size slots in our rulers. We have large, and we denote those with an L. And then we have our standard rulers, our mediums. Those don't have a designation on them. So the ANOVA happens to be a medium. I just know this. See how that fits in there just fine. And it's also important on the curve. This ANOVA, this foot can get around this curve with that chamfer on there just fine. This is a large. If I put the large on here, look, too big. I have lots of slack. It doesn't mean I couldn't use it. I just have to work harder. I have to lean against one edge. But there are machines out there that do have a foot larger than the mediums. The medium is based on a true 1/2 inch. Okay, we all call our feet 1/4 inch hopping foot. That's radius from needle to outside edge. They're 1/4 inch feet. Well, it turns out not all manufacturers are a true 1/4 inch. So the result is they're oversized. They're bigger than a 1/2 inch. And in that case, they will not fit in the medium slots. Here's an example. Here's a camel foot. This foot is still considered a 1/4 inch foot, but it just is a hair too big. But we sized some of our templates big enough to accommodate this foot. So that's the other thing you would need to check if you're interested in using our slotted rulers.